Hello everybody and welcome back. We are going to be doing something a little bit different today. I'm going to be starting a little mini series where I'm going to be doing episode to episode of the game Farming Simulator, and we are going to do a new fresh map for you guys so we can see how easy or how hard it is to survive on nothing but farming. This game I picked up a little while ago. I really enjoyed it because it's definitely more of a relaxing game where if you get home and you just kind of feel like relaxing and don't really feel like going and shooting people on Call of Duty or I don't know, racing somebody in Need for Speed or whatever. You just kind of feel like just relaxing and just sitting back and enjoying some peace and quiet. This is the game to play. Alright everybody, well, let's get straight into it here. And I bought the new map pack for this game that just came out a little bit ago, and in the map I will be bringing to you guys is the new map called Sosnovka. Alright, here we go. I'm really excited to see the new map. I have not even seen it yet. I waited to do the new video with you guys before I even took a look. But as I've heard, there is some new stuff. Because obviously they give you equipment to start out, but it's not the best equipment in the world, and it can get a lot better. But apparently it's different than the other two maps that we had before. So we're going to go and see how it looks. Alrighty, hello. If you are not familiar with the game basics, you can always start a new game in the Bulger home map and participate in a short introductory tour. Well, we know the basics of the game, so we're not going to need to do that. But it is 22 degrees Celsius out as of right now. And there's all of the crops. Alright, so let's take a look. It looks pretty nice out. Let's see what all we have to offer. First, let me switch up this a little bit. We're going to go ahead and turn plant withering off because, in my opinion, everybody, you want to go ahead and just turn your plant growth to fast and plant withering to off because, well, plant growth is your basic preference, but in my opinion, I like where it's fast because then you don't have to wait, 3 days before you can harvest. And I usually turn plant withering off because once you get to having more fields than just two here, then you're gonna have to have a little bit of time to be able to do them all, and you don't want your plants to wither on you. All right, let's take a look at the map. Here we go. I do like the scenery of the map. It looks a little bit more spread out than the other two, but it looks really nice. We officially own two fields as of right now, fields 14 and 19. Alrighty, so let's see what we got. So it looks like around the area we have something new. As we actually let's actually take a look at our equipment. So we have a nice little Zeter crystal, 12,045 right here, hooked up to a cultivator, very starter edition. Our nice little farm tech trailer for crops. We have another little tractor over here, a Zeter Major 80, and a seeder. Yeah. All right. So here we'll go ahead and hop on this little bad boy right here. Attach our weight. We'll leave that seeder right there for now because we'll save some seeding for the next video. Today we're just going to get an introductory and maybe we'll do a little bit of harvesting because we see the little field right over there that looks like it's ready to be harvested. Alright. Let's take a look around here. Controls are quite simple. They're a little bit different than a normal game, but pretty easy to understand and to control. One thing that I do love about this map that I'm seeing so far is that the cows, which is probably one of the main sources of being able to do a farm, in this game. A lot of people like to do cows rather than any of the others, and the cows just so happen to be placed right next to your main yard and your main farm. So that's very nice to see. So now you don't have to travel all over the map just to go down and take care of your cows. So that's definitely nice to see. And here's one of the other fields we own right here. Field number 14. The fields that you start definitely are smaller, but as we've seen, there are a lot of fields that we can grab in our time that we play this series, and we will be able to obtain many more, so I don't think this is set in stone here. Alright. We'll go back and park this at the yard, and then we'll go ahead and add some harvesting into the video here. It looks like as of right now it is 6:44 in the evening, and the funds that we have started out with is around $6,000. It's not the greatest, but that'll get us through the day. Real fast, actually. So basically there's two ways to gain money in this game. You can either farm and sell your crops, and at certain periods of days, some crops will have better prices than others because there'll be a demand, so you just gotta watch out for that. But then in other times, it'll go down, so you don't want to sell them that, obviously. But yeah, so that's one way of farming, where you can just plant crops, harvest them, and put them in your silos here, where you can store your crops until you see that something's in demand. Well, right now, we'll check and see. Nothing's in high demand right now. Everything's pretty flat, even. But canola, as you can see, we have 8,245 tons of it right now. Pounds of that right now. And it goes for, at the bakery, 1,053 a ton. That's pretty amazing, guys. Canola is definitely the highest paying crop besides wood chips, but wood chips isn't a crop, and it's very strenuous to be able to do. So let's go take a look here and see. There are a bunch of different places spread out around the map that say, what they'll offer for a specific crop. So whenever you want to sell something, make sure that you pick the right plant to take it to, so you can get the most money. So we're going to go ahead and sell as much canola as we can, a trailer full of canola, so we can get up in money in a little bit. And looks like the most what we're going to get is from either the grain elevator or the bakery. So we're going to go ahead and go to the grain elevator. Why not? So you pull right over. This is where you would drop off your trailerfuls and your silos for your storages. And then any time that you would like to pick up any to go sell, you bring your trailer and you put it right under here. Alrighty. And then you want to press R1 here to start filling, and we're going to fill our trailer with canola. And here we go. So let's start the process. Alright. Now we can look on our map again, and we can find where is the grain elevator. Ooh, look at that. It's pretty far down there on the map. But you know what? We committed to the grain elevator, and we're going to the grain elevator, everybody. So let's strap it in, and let's head out. Alright. If you want, you can close the cover just to make it a little bit more realistic there. Both ways, and here we are. Let's get a roll. This game does have first-person view. It's not the greatest, but in some cases I do prefer it over third-person view, so just so I can see. And for now, we're going to go ahead and just stay in first-person view, so we can just ride on the road here and not worry about having to see in front of us, but now we can see perfectly. This game is pretty nice because you don't have to sit here and just hold your finger on the button as well. It also has cruise control, so you can just toggle your cruise control, and then all you got to worry about is not running into a tree or running off the road. Alright. Going like that. would be a nice skill to have. One thing I don't really prefer is that the fields seem to be a little bit too spread out here on this map, which I mean, it's all right. It's not ideal, but we'll make it work out. Oh, there's a sheep pen. Whenever they want to get started on some sheep. Yeah, so that's not really ideal to have all your stuff so spread out. But in this case, we're not gonna have to worry about it because we'll make everything work. We'll spread our equipment out, throughout the times whenever we need it, so that way we're not too spread out for time. Okay, and look at that. There's a pretty pond right there. I do love the scenery in this map. It definitely has more of a little bit of a rundown feel, but it just with the accompanying with the scenery makes it look very pretty, and I definitely enjoy this map, and I feel like we're gonna have a lot of fun with this. All right. Oh, we got cover. Then you come right on over here, and you press unload. We're gonna sell some money. Oh, look at that! All the money coming in. Alright, selling about a half of a trailer full of canola gets us about $8,500. That's not bad at all. Alright. It does look like all the fields are connected fairly well with all the main roads here, though, so I do appreciate that. That's definitely something good that we'll definitely be taking advantage of farther down the road when we have fields. Oh, whoopsies! I just disconnected all of our stuff. But that definitely will be helpful later down the road when we are. When we are harvesting fields such as 27, 18, 22, so far away from the farm where it seems like we'd have a bad time, but with these roads, hopefully, like taking advantage of the road system, hopefully that'll make it to where it's not so much of a hassle to go back in the field. But we'll see when we do. Real quick while we're traveling on the road here, whenever we want to buy something new, we can just press triangle and open up the shop button. It's pretty basic. Cultivators, bees, harvesters, tractors, headers, tippers, all your basic stuff that you would need to run a map, and it's pretty nice. We'll get to something later. I think our first good purchase that we're going to go ahead and need is probably a better harvester, because harvesters are definitely the bread and butter in this game, because obviously if you can't harvest something quick, you're not going to be able to get something done. So I feel like that's going to be one of our first buys. If you guys have any other opinions, please let me know in the comment section below, and just let me know, and if you think there's something else better, then I will most definitely buy that instead. Now I'm using real time, of course, but you can obviously, whenever your crops have been planted and you have downtime, you can speed up time so that way your crops can grow quicker, but we set it to real time so that way it won't take us too long here. And I say we'll start harvesting, but we'll go ahead and end the broadcast whenever that clock hits around 7:05. So that way, we'll get a little harvesting in, but that way it's not too boring for you guys. Anyway, here we are right back at the farm. We'll go ahead and drop off our trailer here. Go ahead and drop that off here. And we'll check the comments real fast. Hello, Josh. Welcome to the stream, man. We'll go ahead and bring this tractor out over you guys. Make it a little bit easier. Alright, and here's our default starter harvester, guys. This is what this bad boy is what we're going to be using to tackle down number 19, which looks like is now being occupied by wheat. Not for long. Alrighty. Here, actually, before we start, I made a little mistake here. Obviously, the harvester, when you harvest crops into the harvester, eventually the harvester will fill up with all the crops that you harvested and all of your finished product. And so, whenever the harvester fills up, it's going to stop harvesting. So, what you need to do is pick up your little trailer or tipper, here it is in the game, and you need to just quickly go ahead and connect that right there, and you want to leave that just on the outside borders of your field, so that way whenever your harvester fills up, you can just quickly take your trailer and unload your harvested crops right into your trailer here. And whenever you're done, you can just simply take it and put it into your silos until you're ready to sell it. We'll check the comment section here real fast one more time before we start the harvest. You're more than welcome to join, Josh. I can send you an invite if you would like. I'm not going to be broadcasting for much longer, and I'm going to try to keep the map pretty standard from episode to episode. But if you would like to join just to check it out, you're more than welcome to. Just let me know. Alright, everybody. So, we're going to turn on this harvester. We're going to get to the we are off. We're going to go ahead and turn off, disable that straw trail for now, because you only need that straw trail, everybody, if you're going to be doing the baling technology. And when it comes to baling technology, it's going to take us a little while before we reach there. So, first off, we're going to just go ahead and just stick to farming and see how much money we can make, and work our way up in the ranks and see what happens. And then eventually we will go ahead and do some farming. Not farming. We will be doing some baling, so that way we can feed the cows, because obviously the cows gotta eat. Yes, I know that this kind of stuff can get repetitive, because obviously it more than graciously knows it can, because I know it can too. So if it ever gets repetitive and you just don't feel like doing this field and you want to do something else, That's perfectly fine. If you just go ahead and look up to the top left, you will see hire worker with circle. So if you don't want to do anything and you don't really feel like harvesting anymore at the moment, you just go ahead and press circle and it hires a worker to start doing this kind of stuff for you. So all you have to do now, you can get out of the vehicle, you can do whatever you want, and that worker will continue to harvest that field until it is done and do it for you. Now the workers aren't perfect, they might miss a spot or two, but in reality though, they still do a pretty good, decent job, and you can always just do the little bit of cleanup that they leave behind. But I definitely think the workers are worth it sometimes, and now that he's out real fast, I can show you a decent feature. If you want to, I'd call this chasing the harvester. It's basically whenever you hire a worker out, and well, that worker is doing a little harvesting, so your harvester doesn't ever fill up, and you don't really have anything to do. You can get into your tractor here, and while he's harvesting, if you pull up beside the worker in your tractor with a trailer the worker should automatically bring the pipe out, look at that, on the harvester, and start filling the trailer that you have with good old-fashioned, with the crops that you were just growing. And that way you don't ever have to worry about your harvester filling up. So that way, it's a quick and easy fill for your trailer, and you don't have to worry about getting in and out of your tractor and your harvester, filling it up constantly. So that's definitely a big help. Give me 1 second here, guys, because I'm going to see 1 second. Alrighty. Alright, here. I'm gonna... Alright. Another good thing about this game I do enjoy, it doesn't really bring the realism aspect, but I do enjoy it just for the simple fact that you don't have to worry, but you are able to drive over your crops. Yes, obviously if you drove over your crops in real life, they would die, but in this game here, they will not. So you can drive over it as many times as you want, and it will not die. So I do enjoy that about this game, because that way you can keep up with your harvester here with the pipe, and not have to worry about killing the crops in the process. Hello, Lester. How you doing? Nope. This game actually right this second is not online, so I will bring it back up online here in just a second. So finish up this video here. Finish up this row, guys, and then we're going to go ahead and finish up the video here, because we're about halfway down this field here, and it's about time to wrap it up for this one. But I will be back for the next video, guys. Thank you again for watching. I appreciate the support, and if you like this video, make sure to smash that like button for more great content, and always feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. But other than that, guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye.